Hey, it's me again. It's Andy Blanks, and this is our last teacher prep video for the Paul study. I hope it's been an amazing time of discovery for you and your students. I hope you've had some great discussions and time in prayer and Bible study, and this is one of our favorite studies that we've produced in any form, and I hope it's been meaningful to you and your students. This is the last session. It's a really cool point because you're going to say to your students, this whole thing you've been learning to do, hit pause, it's really preparation for hitting play. It's really preparation for your life. And so it's it's kind of like that analogy of practicing for a big game or practicing for big concert. And if all you ever do is practice, you're not doing as you're supposed to do. And it's the same way with the pause. If all we do is hit pause and practice, and we're never living out our life informed by what we know in the pause and how we know God, and we're really falling short of what God's called us to do. And so the question is, what has God called us to do? We talk about that a bunch of different ways, but for this lesson we're looking at Paul's words in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, and Paul talks about God entrusting us with the ministry of reconciliation as ambassadors. And so we talk to your students about what it means to be an ambassador, what it means to have this ministry of reconciliation. And if we're hitting pause and we're growing towards God and growing in our knowledge of God, then out of that overflow should come a desire to bring others to Christ, a desire to see others know God in the way we do. And that really is the ministry of reconciliation. It's a big word, and we hear it and we're like, what exactly is it? How we flesh that out for teenagers? But it's just this idea that we've been reconciled to Christ, and your students, we know that if they're drawing closer to God, they're seeking God in prayer and Bible study, they're learning these things and they're being empowered to draw others to Christ. So it's a challenge from you to them to live this dynamic life informed by hitting pause, and to be on mission for God, and to talk to others and to show others what it means to have this vibrant faith life. And if you're doing that, you've done exactly what you're supposed to do as a small group leader for this specific session. So, your time's about to be over. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope it was meaningful. If you have any questions or thoughts or feedback, please don't hesitate to let us know. And we're praying for you. Hope you have an incredible final session in your small group.